Good evening and welcome to the Colorado Virtual College Fair. I will be your StriveScan facilitator for this evening, so I'd like to say thank you for joining us. Before we get started, I just want to go over a few housekeeping announcements. One, I just want to let you know that you can use the Q&A button that is at the bottom of your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time throughout this session. They will be more than happy to answer those questions. Also, your camera and your microphone are both off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that are taking place. So if you are interested, hope you'll sign up for some additional sessions. And also as a reminder, this particular session is being recorded along with all other sessions that are taking place this evening. And those recordings will be available within about a week at the website where you registered for this program. So with that being said, I'd like to now go ahead and turn it over to our first presenter, which is Carroll College.
All right, hi, my name is Julia Malmo, and I am the admission counselor from Carroll College. So Carroll is a private Catholic liberal arts school located in Helena, Montana. So we are in the state capital, and we're located, the campus itself is within walking distance of downtown Helena. So our students are very close to different local shops and businesses, as well as the cathedral. Carroll is highly recognized for our academic excellence. So we have over 35 undergraduate programs. Our top program is biology, and most of those students are on the pre-medical track, and we have an 85% acceptance rate into medical school. Some of our other popular majors are anthrozoology, so the study of the human-animal bond, and those students do a lot of work with horses and dogs. And then we also have a lot of students in nursing, psychology, business, Catholic studies, and then a variety of other programs. We do have that liberal arts foundation, so students are taking a variety of courses along with the ones in their major. So it just helps our students to be more well-rounded, to learn new perspectives, and to get to know students of all different majors. We are a smaller school, so we're about 1,200 students, and then our average class size is about 16. So you really get to know the people in your classes as well as your professors. So 100% of our courses are taught by professors here, so you'll never have a TA teaching a class, and every time you go to office hours, you'll always be meeting with your professor one-on-one. We are mostly undergraduate institution. We do have a master's in accountancy program, and we are working on implementing a master of social work starting next fall. Our motto here at Carroll is not for school, but for life. And so what that kind of looks like is we have students that are participating in a lot of different things to help prepare them for what comes after Carroll. So students are doing internships. Being the state capital, there's a lot of opportunities to get involved in the Capitol building itself, working on different campaigns or just getting involved with the state government. And we have a lot of local firms and businesses that are always looking to have Carroll students be interns. There's a lot of research opportunities here as well. Being a mostly undergraduate institution, students don't have to compete with graduate students for research, and anything that gets published is in the student's name. So that looks really good on applications, and getting that experience just helps our students succeed in graduate school and in their prospective fields. Students are also able to participate in global learning. So we have study abroad programs that range from a year long, a semester long, a summer long, or even just a couple of weeks during the winter or summer break. So our students are also doing service in Montana, as well as around the nation and globally as well. There's a lot of different outdoor opportunities being in Montana. Our students are getting outside and exploring big sky country. Everything from canoeing trips to backpacking to mountain biking. We have 75 miles of hiking and biking trails within a radius of campus. So one cool thing is we have an outdoors club that rents out gear to students for really affordable prices. So you can get like a 4-person tent and everything you'll need for camping for under $20. So it's a really great way for students to be able to have access to different stuff and be able to go on these adventures without having to go purchase gear or worry about where to store it. Our students, when they're not outside, either skiing or hiking, they can be going to campus events. So we have everything from bingo nights to swing dances to athletic events or intramural teams. We are an NAIA school, so we do have student athletes, so that is definitely an opportunity for you here. We also have a theater department, and so you can go to different events. There's 4 different productions they'll do every year, and you don't have to be a theater major or minor to participate. So if that's something you're interested in getting involved in, definitely can do that. We also have a variety of student clubs varying for different majors and different activities. Being that Catholic Diocesan College, we are linked to the Diocese of Helena, and the bishop is chancellor here. There's a lot of different ways to get involved in your faith, between going to daily mass or Bible studies or retreats. But Carroll's ecumenical, so you don't have to be Catholic to come to Carroll, and we're very accepting and welcoming campus. So we like to say it's an invitation, not an expectation, and students are welcome to participate in the faith aspect of campus in whatever area that they feel comfortable. We have students on campus from all religions, and it's about 40% Catholic. A little bit about financial aid at Carroll is our tuition or direct cost is about $48,000 a year. But our biggest scholarship is our merit award. So that's based on your GPA and your test score. So that will range between $16,000 to $23,000, and that's guaranteed every year for 4 years. If we are a test optional school, so if that is something you're interested in, that merit award would just be based on your GPA. Again, our average financial package is about $29,000. So we work really hard to make Carroll an affordable option for students. We are offering in-campus tours right now, so you can come to campus with COVID guidelines and be able to see what Carroll is all about, meet students and professors, meet admission counselors or financial aid officers as well. You can also do virtual tours on Mondays and Fridays. Our application is open online, and there's no application fee, so you can complete that by November 1st, or a regular decision date is February 28th. I threw my contact information up there, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My job is to help in any way that I can. So thank you guys for joining today.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Montana State University.
All righty here. Okay, let's see. There we go. Well, thanks for joining tonight, folks. My name's Max. I'm one of our admissions counselors here at Montana State University. And with that, we can jump in. First thing I love to talk about our university is the location. So we're in Bozeman, Montana, southwest Montana, about an hour and a half north of Yellowstone. Just a jump up from Colorado, at least most parts of it. Bozeman is the quintessential American college town. It has tons of stuff for our students to do, both in town through concerts, guest speakers, theater performances, cool local shops, and then of course our location, right? When you look at a picture like this, there's tons of stuff to do in the community around us, whether you're into the winter sports, skiing, hiking, snowboarding, or maybe fishing, rafting, floating during other times of the summer. Location is a big draw for our students to the Bozeman area. And I think it's one of the reasons that we draw so many students from Colorado, especially because it is an out-of-state option, but it is a very familiar community to those students growing up in Colorado. Now, the university itself, we are Montana's largest university. Student population right now is about 16,249 students, so squarely in the mid-tier size nationally. I think the great thing about that is you're getting good perks from both types of schools. You're getting the close-knit community and support, especially academically, as we'll see in a minute, of a smaller school, but you're getting the opportunities of a bigger campus. This is definitely a place that's big enough to let you grow and spread out and try lots of really cool new experiences without feeling overwhelmed. If you want all of those traditional college experiences like Division I athletics, student government, fraternities, sororities, and about 250 other club and activity groups, we have all those things for you. But it's not overwhelming. I think for our students who show up on campus, it's a really good balance of being big enough, but also being manageable. And again, about half of the freshman class each year is from out of state. So coming up as a student from somewhere else, you're going to find a really good balance on our campus between Montanans and out of state students. Now, academically, you see a lot of that mirrored in the classroom. We have over 250 different options that students can look at currently, everything from programs like agriculture and arts and architecture to engineering, business, nursing, sciences, humanities. And the big thing that helps them stand apart, not only in the state, but regionally and nationally, is the fact that we're a top-tier research university. We're one of 130 in the country with that classification and the only one in the whole region. What that boils down to for you academically is a hands-on approach to your education. So if you come up to MSU like I did when I was an incoming film student, you're going to be working with cameras in hands-on spaces starting right away your freshman year. My roommate was a pre-med student. He was in cadaver labs doing human dissection and analysis work around the same time. So if you're someone who enjoys learning with your hands, there's some really good opportunities along the way, no matter what you're studying. When you hear the word research, it's really a big inclination to think STEM, but you get those opportunities across campus in every different field, and you get them early. Now, talking a little bit about the admission requirements, what that looks like for a student, we're designed to be an accessible institution. We're built as a land-grant school open to many, many students. We function on rolling admission, which means there's no hard set deadline that you have to apply by. For us, we don't ask for letters of recommendation, essays, or transcripts on the application, and we'll turn it around in about 2.5 to 3 weeks, so you hear back from us very quickly. Those specific standards, a 2.5 high school GPA, a rank in the top half of your graduating class, 22 on the ACT or an 1120 on the SAT is going to get you into MSU. Now, specifically, if you're a senior watching right now, we did make the decision to go test optional for fall 2021. So if you do have or don't have ACT or SAT scores, but still want to apply to MSU, know that you can do that. We're not requiring SAT or ACT scores to be considered for admission here at MSU. Likewise, on the scholarship side of things, we do have lots of opportunities available for out-of-state students. Programs you might be familiar with, like the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program, for example, we offer that. We also offer achievement awards, which can cover up to $15,000 on that out-of-state tuition side for students. Lots of options for students to look at. We're hammering out the specifics right now because we wanted to make sure that our scholarship programs would not disadvantage students without ACT or SAT scores. So we have merit options that students can look at completely separate from options through FAFSA. Of course, we do have need-based programs based on grants, loans, work study, all of that sort of stuff. That our students can look at. But know that we have those awards. We're going to start making them for any of you who might have applied already in November, so stay tuned on that. But each year we offer something on the order of over $20 million in scholarships to new incoming students, especially from out of state. And these are ones I pay very close attention to because as an out-of-state student myself from New York, these were the programs that made it possible. So stay tuned. We'll have more info on that, but you can learn more on the scholarships website at the bottom right there. And then the other big thing to talk about with MSU, these sort of kind of elevator pitch approaches and learning about colleges and profile are really, really helpful. But we know that there's nothing that really replaces getting your feet on campus and checking it out for yourself. So we do, of course, have virtual visit opportunities Monday through Friday that you can check out, including virtual college tours, but we also are offering in-person visits. So if you want to come up throughout the year, right now we need about 2 weeks of notice to get a visit for you on campus. We are limited in space that we're offering, but we can get you here. And we do have Saturday visit programs available for students as well. So if you want to check that out, I totally understand. That was one of the big things for me was being able to understand the campus and find the right fit when I was making my decision process. So feel free to check that out on our website. I also have our email and phone number on here, so feel free to reach out to us that way. Check out our website, follow us on social media, but that's what I got for you about Montana State. So thanks for a little bit of time. Happy to answer any questions in chat, and go Cats.
Great, thank you so much. Just a reminder to our attendees that you are able to ask questions with the Q&A function at the bottom of the screen. Our participants will be more than happy to answer those questions. All right, next up we have Montana Technological University.
Hi guys, my name is Sari and I am an admissions rep from Montana Technological University. So some things to just highlight about Montana Tech would be, number one, we are the Montana's premier STEM institute in the state of Montana. So that means we have a special focus within those STEM degrees, so science, engineering, mathematics, and technology. We are best known, I would say, for our engineering options that we have here on campus, but also some things to just highlight about us is we're located in Butte, Montana. Our student size is about 2,500 students, so that's with our North and our South Campus options. So on our North Campus, so our 4-year and graduate programs, we have about 2,000 students, and then about ranging from 300 to 500 students at our Highlands campus, so our 2-year and certificate programs. So one thing to mention about Montana Tech is that we are a really smart investment. So we're the #1 return on investment school in the state of Montana, and we're also top 50 in the nation. So that's the money you're putting into school is the money that you're seeing out of school. So as a Colorado student, high school senior, if you meet our admission requirements, so if you have a 2.5 GPA or top half of your class, an 1120 on the SAT or a 22 on the ACT, you would get accepted into Montana Tech and you would qualify for our WUI. So that's about $10,000, which is 1.5 of in-state tuition, as most of you guys know. Oh, something else to build on that, something about a really great reputation is that we have a 90% placement rate over the last 10 years of people into their job fields. So people are graduating and getting jobs in their fields as they're walking across the graduation stage. And the median starting salary for those is about $60,000. Something else that I like to highlight is just our location. Being any place in Montana, Montana is really an outdoor playground, just like Colorado is, but we have a special location because we're right where I-15 and I-90 meet. So if you want to get out of just Butte's areas, because we're 15 minutes from any great hiking, biking, we're 45 minutes from a really great small ski hill that's around here. But if you want to get out and explore more of Montana, your access is really great here. We have outdoor programs that we offer equipment that you can check out with your digger card. Some have small fees associated, but we also have programs where they take you and you can go explore things that are around Montana as well. The third thing is we're a culture of determined doers. So what that kind of means is that you're getting a really hands-on education, whether you're in a STEM field or a non-STEM field at Montana Tech. You're always being taught by your professors, never by TAs, and lots of them have network and industry experience. So a lot of them are adjunct professors, so they are still working in the industry, but they're bringing that hands-on experience into the classroom. So you're not only learning about these concepts, you're putting these concepts to real life. Part of this is through internships. So every fall and spring, we have a career fair where about over 125 employers pay to come recruit our students. And lots of our students will go their freshman year and they will start talking with these companies. Lots of our students will start getting internships the summer after their freshman years. But I know personally, I have students that work in my office who are on their senior year now, and they had 3 job offers from 3 different companies just because of these internship opportunities. Also, the discovery and ingenuity on our campus is something that's really great. Us being that smaller, more close-knit campus, the opportunities for you to do things on campus are endless. You can get started in undergraduate research your freshman year, where you can assist with graduate students' research work. Like we have an underground greenhouse that was in our mine on campus. We have a nanotech lab that students actually worked on making a spray-on adhesive bandage that they got to patent and got to go to conferences and things like that just this year of 2020 before COVID hit. So there's lots of really cool ingenuitive things that are happening on our campus in the small gem of Butte, Montana. And then the last thing I like to mention is just cultivating student success. So everyone on our campus wants our students to really succeed and things like that. So we have lots of great services to help our students succeed, from our tutoring center that has drop-in sessions, and you can create private sessions in our office hours and things like that. The accessibility is really high on our campus, as well as our career services. So if there was a certain route that you wanted to go in your field, say you're a chem major, but you wanted to go into biochemistry and you had a certain company you wanted to get in contact with or intern with, our career services will help you fine tune that and get you in contact with them. So that's one thing, that's a reason why our placement rates are so high. And just some thoughts I also wanted to mention is if you are interested in Montana Tech or applying, what will happen is you can go to our webpage, so it's mtech.edu, and fill out either our inquiry form, or you'll be created what this webpage is right here. So it's called a personalized webpage. And this will kind of be your one-stop shop for Montana Tech. You can apply here under the Apply Now button, and that is free. You can also come to any one of our campus events, schedule campus visits. Our campus is completely open right now, so you can kind of feel exactly what Montana Tech's campus is like at this moment in time and kind of get a little bit of insight about what Montana Tech is all about. Thanks, guys.
All right, our next presenter is from Rocky Mountain College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Braden. I'm from Rocky Mountain College. I'm an admissions counselor here. Sorry, gotta start my video. We'll jump right into our presentation. So a little bit about Rocky Mountain College and us. We are grounded in the liberal arts. We have a very diverse student body population here on campus, and we are accredited by the Northwestern Commission. Rocky Mountain College is located in Billings, Montana, tucked up against our rim formation that kind of separates Billings into our upper and lower Billings. So if you want to come visit campus and kind of check us out, we have a lot of great hiking trails around there as well. So why Rocky Mountain College? My question to you is, why not Rocky Mountain College? With all of these things that you can see on the slide, as well as being a top 10 best value university, with 98% of our average student graduation rate, as well as our 11-to-1 student faculty ratio and an average class size of 14. You're afforded a lot of opportunities here at Rocky to be able to grow in your education, to be tailored to what you want it to be at the end of 4 years. So those jobs for you are available. We have 52 different majors and 24 fields. Our most well-known majors that people would know Rocky Mountain College for is our aviation program, as well as our equine. And then after that, we have our pre-medical fields and business and health sciences, such as our health and human performance degree path that you can get involved in, as well as our 12 pre-professional programs. And other students who are interested in the pre-medical field, we do have our PA program and our Doctor of Occupational Therapy that you can also go into after you complete your undergrad at Rocky Mountain College. The biggest thing that we like to strive for here at Rocky is this thing called transformational learning. We want you to use what you're learning in the classroom and go beyond the classroom to use those skills as you learn them in the real world. Our biggest way that I could explain that is with our aviation program specifically, is our students aren't just sitting in the classroom learning how to fly a plane and understanding weather patterns. They're going out and actually flying these aircraft, learning hands-on with a flight instructor to teach them how to become a commercial pilot at the end of this and be able to fly for commercial airlines. Student life. So what are students doing when they're not in the classroom? Because we're in Montana and we share the same climate as Colorado, you will be doing pretty much the same things you could be doing at home, or hiking, fishing, camping, and everything else with the outdoor rec opportunities. But our students also engage in a diverse number of clubs and opportunities they have on campus through our student body government, as well as clubs that they create themselves, such as fencing, esports, and other things that involve student engagement and student life. Another opportunity for our students to do outside the classroom is athletics. As you can see, we have 17 different men's and women's varsity sports. We're all close to nationally ranked with 5 national titles in the last 10 years in our football team, as well as soccer and ski as well. So if you are interested in athletics, reach out to our coaches or our admissions counselors here at the school, and we can get you connected with them. A quick calculation of our tuition and fees. Do note within these calculations that we do put our most expensive option available on our website for you to view, and it's not going to be the exact out-of-pocket cost that you would be seeing on a bill in any sense of the word, which do come into play when we talk about scholarships. With our special talent scholarships, aviation specific, esports, and music scholarships, those all go towards paying that quick calculation that I just showed in the previous slide. And they would all calculate towards our RMC Merit Award, which you can calculate your scholarship if you'd like to on our website. But the easiest way, I always tell students, if you want to know what your merit scholarship will be, is go ahead and apply for free on our website and get us your transcripts from your high school. As everybody's kind of noted, we are going test optional as well, so you'd only need to turn in that transcript. If you do or are planning on taking the ACT or SAT, you can turn that in, and it will help your consideration for these merit scholarship levels that I have on the screen now. Notably, the higher your GPA and the larger your test score is, the likelihood for, of course, the higher amounts in the founders and trustee range. We do also have one extra scholarship called our RMC Promise Scholarship. It covers the remaining cost of tuition after scholarships, grants, and federal aid are considered. And to be eligible for this scholarship, you have to be accepted to the school, have to have a 3.4 GPA or higher in high school, and must be Pell eligible. The easiest way to really find out the Pell eligible portion of this is to go ahead and file your FAFSA with us, and our financial team will inform you after that. So the admissions timeline here at Rocky. As seniors and you are preparing for the upcoming senior year, you will have the opportunity to apply, file your FAFSA, come to our scholarship recognition dinner in April if you so choose and would like to. And the biggest point of all of this is to come visit campus, right? So if you are interested, please come check us out. And we do have on-campus events as well as individualized visits prepared for you. And you can find those times on our website right next to our application as well.
All right, thank you so much. We will now hear from University of Montana.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. My name is Sean Bummer. I'm an admissions representative here at the University of Montana. We're located in beautiful Missoula, Montana. First off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for just your interest in pursuing higher education in the state of Montana. Montana is an incredible state with just a lot of awesome educational opportunities, including right here, of course, at the University of Montana. As Montana's flagship university, we always encourage students to think critically, live ethically, and explore creatively throughout our world-class academic programs. So diving right into the academic experience here at Montana, our campus has a total student enrollment of about 10,000 students. So, not to sound too cliche, but we're not too big, but, at the same time, we're not too small. And we're really fortunate in that for a school of our size, we have a small average class size of about 30 students and a very low student to faculty ratio of 13:1. And diving deeper into some of our academic programs, I always like to divide up our academic majors, programs, and degrees into 6 broad different communities of excellence. Starting with business and entrepreneurship, we do have the top-ranked business school here in the state of Montana, according to U.S. News and World Report. So we have programs in accounting, marketing, finance, management information systems, just so many different opportunities there. And on communication and artistic expression, we have a lot of programs in the media. So we have programs programs in media arts. We have one of the top journalism schools in the country. And in the visual and performing arts, we have programs in art, theater, music, dance. It's just so many different directions that students can head there. A lot of the previous presenters have talked about all the outdoor opportunities in Montana. So we take that to heart academically, and we have a lot of programs in the natural sciences, in environment and sustainability. You know, with our wildlife biology program, if it's not one of the top programs in the country of its kind, it is a top program of its kind in the country. It's a phenomenal program. But then on top of that, within environmental sustainability, we have programs in forestry, in resource conservation, parks, tourism, and recreation management. We were the first school in the country to offer a minor in climate change studies as well. Health and human development, we have an outstanding pre-medical science track. We do have a 90% acceptance rate into medical school for our pre-med students. And then on top of that, you know, we have programs in pharmacy, in physical therapy. We have a 5-year track for a master's degree in athletic training. We have programs in neuroscience. And on more kind of that human development end of things, we have a lot of programs in the social sciences as well. So programs in sociology, criminology, psychology. And we also have a lot of programs in education. Okay, so anything from early childhood development all the way up through secondary education, we'll have a lot of terrific programs in. Justice policy and public service, we do have the only law school in the state of Montana. So that means, of course, we have a wonderful pre-law track. Within our political science degree, we also actually offer options, undergraduate options in public law and public administration as well. And then in science and technology, we offer a lot of traditional sciences here at the University of Montana. So programs in chemistry, in physics, in mathematical sciences, in computer science as well, where we actually offer an option in software engineering additionally. But of course, you know, not only do we emphasize that great academic experience here at the University of Montana, but we want you to be successful outside of the classroom as well. We want you to be thriving outside of the classroom. So with that, we have a phenomenal campus recreation center, state-of-the-art equipment that we literally brought in at the beginning of this past semester. So it's a great place to work out. We have a rock climbing wall. We have intramural athletics. So it's just a great way to stay fit and stay active outside the classroom. We do have our own health center on campus as well. So if maybe you're a student on campus, there's a moment, maybe you're not feeling well, or you need to go to a pharmacy, or you're looking for dental services or counseling or wellness services, we have all of those on our campus in our health center. Obviously, there are so many ways to get involved on our campus as well. Over 200 different student groups on our campus, anything from community service organizations to Greek life to spiritual and religious groups. Just so many different ways to get involved. I already mentioned intramurals as well. And also too, you know, sports are a big deal here at the University of Montana. We do have Division I athletic programs. We're in the top 2 for attendance in our Division I subdivision for football of 120 plus schools. So we have a lot of support for our athletic programs. And our students receive athletic tickets as well. And those are covered in the tuition and fees that you pay here at the University of Montana. A lot of previous presenters have already talked about the Western Undergraduate Exchange. And of course, students from Colorado are eligible for this reduced tuition. As you may know, requirements for the WUI can vary among different institutions. For us here at the University of Montana, we require a 3.0 unweighted high school GPA. And we will automatically consider students for the WUI. So you do not need to apply separately beyond the admissions application for WUI with us. When you apply as a high school senior, we'll see you're coming from Colorado, and we will automatically consider you for the WUI based on that academic merit. Also, like a lot of other presenters have mentioned, our admissions process has gone test optional for this year's senior class, and we will be for next year's senior class as well, so current juniors. So you will not be required to submit SAT or ACT scores for admissions consideration or for WUI consideration. Also, going back to our Western Undergraduate Exchange, we do not major restrict at all. So any 4-year undergraduate program is going to be eligible for the WUI with us. And then mission requirements, we are enrolling admissions, so it takes about 3 weeks to hear back from us. And then when you apply for admission with us, you have the option of applying through our general admission application or the common application. And then here's my contact information. Love to have you come visit campus, so please reach out if you're able to come up and visit campus. Really appreciate it. Go Grizz. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Our final presenter for this evening is from the University of Montana Western.
Chrissy, I think you're muted still.
Perfect. Thanks, Max. All right. Actually, let me share my screen one more time. Sorry about that. All right, so my name is Chrissy Stokes. I am an admissions representative here at Montana Western. So Montana Western is a small public institution located in Dillon, Montana, which is located in the southwestern corner of the state. And so we are down here, this is Dillon. We are fairly close to the larger areas here in Montana. So Bozeman, Montana is only about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. Missoula is only about 2.5 hours away from us. So though Dillon is a smaller area, we are located in a rural area of the state. We have a lot to offer. So we are just minutes away from outdoor activities. We have numerous clubs and athletic programs to keep our students busy on campus. There always seems to be something going on. So here's a list of the programs that we offer at Montana Western. Our top 3 programs are education, biology, and business. So we are best known for our education program. We actually have the best program in the state of Montana. We offer degrees in early childhood, elementary, and secondary education. With our biology degree, our students have found success in getting into their medical and veterinary programs after completing their pre-professional medical and veterinary sciences. And some new things coming up with our business administration program, we are actually offering 2 new minors in farm and ranch operations and outdoor guide and wildlife outfitters enterprise management. So what sets us apart from other institutions is how we run our classes. We're actually the only 4-year public institution in the nation that runs on a block schedule that we call Experience 1 or X1 for short. So this is how it works. Our students just take 1 course at a time, with each course lasting for 3.5 weeks or 18 school days, and they're only in class for 3 hours a day. So comparing our class schedule to a traditional semester system, our students don't have to worry about juggling their 4 or 5 classes at a time. Our schedule is very simple. They are working with only 1 subject. They're only learning from 1 professor, and that means that they only have to worry about 1 final. So at the end of those 3.5 weeks, they actually earned their first college credits. So this means that our students, with the 3-hour class periods, they get to focus on hands-on learning. Our students don't have to worry about just sitting in a classroom, listening to lecture and taking notes. They will actually graduate with 2 to 3 years of experience in their field of study. So here shows the breakdown of our cost of attendance here. Montana Western is the most affordable 4-year school in the state. So looking at our non-resident tuition, fees, and room and board, it's just under $25,000 a year. But we also participate in the WUI scholarship. So in order to qualify for this, our students only have to have a 3.0 cumulative GPA or higher. So if they meet that, they will automatically get the WUI scholarship, which drops their tuition from almost $16,000 a year down to less than $6,800 a year. So for tuition fees and room and board, at being at just under $15,500, it's actually less than the non-resident tuition cost. So it makes a huge difference if you qualify for that WUI scholarship. You'll also see on here the many ways that can help pay for school, whether that's through grants and loans through the FAFSA process. We also participate in the work study program. And then we have numerous scholarships that you can actually stack on top of that WUI scholarship. So we make it extremely simple for our students to apply for those scholarships. They only have to fill out 1 online scholarship application by January 15th, and they get put in for every scholarship that we offer. We are hosting in-person campus visits as well. So our students, they can come and visit us. We are limiting our tour times to only 1 family at a time, so as to not have large groups visiting all at once. But we are offering visits most weekdays, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. And I know that traveling at this time might not be possible, so we do have virtual visits that are also available. If you are able to come to campus, we will set up meetings with you to meet with admissions representatives like myself, and we will also try to set up meetings for you with some of our faculty members if you want to ask more specific questions about the programs themselves. I think the best way to get a feel of if you are applying for the right schools is to actually visit campus. And I know that's difficult right now. So we are trying to work with our students as much as we can. So if you are able to come and visit, that's great. We would love to have you. If not, we can definitely set up a virtual visit, whether that's a phone call, a one-on-one Zoom call, whatever the case may be. If you have any questions about the application process, about our programs, about University of Montana Western itself, please feel free to contact me. My contact information is listed on here. There's my email address, our toll-free number that you can call. We have someone available in our office Monday through Friday at 8 to 5. So anytime you have questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for joining us tonight.
All right, thank you very much. This concludes particular session, but I noticed there is still one particular question in the Q&A, and so I wanted to take a moment to just thank everybody, and any unanswered questions, there will be a transcript sent to each of our panelists. They should be able to follow up with you. But perhaps we'll just take maybe 30 seconds for each institution to maybe just talk about maybe something very unique to their campus, and make it maybe about 30 seconds. How about Carroll College? Would you like to go?
Awesome. I'll say the unique part about Carroll is the Carroll family. It sounds really cheesy, but we are a very community-based school. You really get to know the people you're going to school with, as well as your professors and the staff on campus, and you're just really prepared for that, not for school, but for life. So thank you guys very much. Go Saints.
All right, Montana State University.
I think for us, it really comes back to those research opportunities for students. The sort of hands-on experiences you're going to get in and outside the classroom are frankly experiences that anywhere else you're generally going to be waiting until junior, senior year, or even later in grad school to get. So I think it's way more enjoyable for students in the short term and the academics, especially when you live like somewhere like we do. But in the long term, it's a really good foundation for you to build off of going forward.
All right, Montana Technological University.
I would just say the quality education that you're getting through like internships and all the experience are how ready you are to go into those job fields, and all those employers and things that come recruit our students. The reasons why they do that is because they know what type of employees that we create here at Montana Tech, that they're really ready to go into the field and really enjoy what they do once they're done at school.
All right, Rocky Mountain.
I think the biggest one, I kind of already touched on it in there, is the transformational learning, and that huge return on investment is you getting to use what you're doing in the classroom in the real world as you go through school, and that's the biggest thing that we offer.
All right, University of Montana.
Yeah, so for the University of Montana, I think in my opinion, it's community. So I definitely agree with what Julie was saying with Carroll. Montana, where it's like a, cliches again, it's like a big family. Here in Missoula, I tell folks all the time, oh yeah, I work in admissions and recruitment at University of Montana when I'm chatting with them, and a lot of people, folks will say, oh, that's cool, and ask me, what's going on about on with our campus, and you get that traditional college experience here. We're a traditional college town. And as a student here at the University of Montana, you really feel that support, from our community as well, across Missoula and across our state of Montana for that matter.
All right, and University of Montana Western.
I think the best part about Montana Western is, of course, our block schedule, but then also to kind of mimic what the others were saying is the sense of community here. We are a smaller school, so we have those small class sizes. You're not just a number here. Our students, they get to know the faculty members, the staff members, the other students. It really is such a tight-knit community, not only at the University of Montana Western itself, but also in the town of Dillon as well.
All right, very good. Well, I tell you what, we are right at our time, so I want to go ahead and wrap this up, so not to keep you any further. So first of all, I just want to say thank you very much to our panelists for joining us. Thank you to our attendees. When you do close out of this window, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey. We hope that you'll complete that survey, as it will help provide us with some valuable feedback. Also, just a reminder that this is one of many different sessions that are being offered, so we hope that you'll sign up for other ones. And also, this is being recorded, so this particular session, along with all other sessions, the recordings will be available on the website where you registered for this program. So again, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening.